colorful leg fashions today on American Bandstand. From Hollywood, it's time for America's favorite dance party, American Bandstand. This portion brought to you by new Arid Spray Deodorant, to be sure, and by delicious Dentine Chewing Gum. And now, here's the star of our show, Dick Clark!
Thank you. What, those stockings, they're too much. We've got about 10 or 12 gals in the latest... What do you call those? Leg fashions? Is that what you said, Charlie? Colorful leg fashions. Well, you'll have a look at what's colorful and leggy in a moment. We went out and gathered together all of the latest things that are happening these days. Incidentally, our guest today on American Bandstand of the fabulous Strawberry Alarm Clock, Mr. Steve Alemo, stops by. We'll be talking to the Young Rascals, or one of them, in a moment or two on the hotline. And who do you listen to on the radio? Who's your favorite disc jockey? He might be the fellow on the other end of the line a little bit later on this afternoon. Now, if you'd like a deodorant that won't wear out, listen to this.
When you're in a tight spot, a hot spot, a great spot, you need the spray deodorant that won't put you on the spot when you're in a spot like this. New Arid Spray Deodorant, the stubborn one. Used daily, Arid just won't quit, no matter what. New Arid Spray Deodorant, the stubborn one.
Notice her legs, so smooth, so lovely, because she uses Nair. Nair conditions your skin as it removes leg hair. This diagram shows unsightly leg hair around it rough, flaky skin. But Nair removes that flaky roughness, dissolves hair away below the skin line, leaves no razor stubble. For softer, smoother legs, use Nair, the cosmetic hair remover. Conditions skin as it removes leg hair. Nair, lotion or cream.
Well, you know what, with the shorter skirts and knees in fashion these days, I guess the designers have gone to painting legs and changing the colors, and we thought we'd give you a closer look at some of the things that one of our gals went out and gathered today. What do we have here? We're starting at the end. For those of you in black and white television, that's a pink, and then the next one is black and red, and a greeny sort of bluey job there, and the wide mesh. What is that in the back? Oh, that's a guy. That's strange fashion. The mesh stockings on the next girl, I think. You see, we get lost. We have only black and white monitors here. This is the green pair, and let me see, what do we have here? This is a white pair. That really leaps at you, doesn't it? And what do we have here? That's a purple job right there. And these are goldy yellow, and then we have the mesh things again in yellow. We'll turn the whole thing over to you girls and your partners as we open up today's edition of American Bandstand.
I dig rock and roll music and I love to get the chance to play and sing it. I figure it's about the happiest sound going down today. The message may not move me or mean a great deal to me, but hey, it feels so groovy to say. I think the mamas and the papas at the Trip Sunset
digging rock and roll music with Peter, Paul, and Mary. Incidentally, later today on American Bandstand, you'll help us pick the 6 winners in the Bathing Beauty Contest, one of your rare chances to be a beauty judge. May I have your name and age?
Linda Dodd, 16.
Linda, hold on a half a second. Felix, can you wait just a moment?
Certainly.
All right, this is, certainly, by golly. Felix of the Young Rascals on the telephone. Felix, Linda will ask you 3 or 4 questions if it's all right with you, and we have the first question coming up.
What's new with the Young Rascals?
The Young Rascals are getting older every minute, and we're planning a lot of nice things as far as tours and as far as recording. We're recording on a different basis now. We have an album coming out that we're quite excited about.
Here's question number 2,
Yeah.
Felix.
Can you tell us more about your travels?
We're taking, as a result of our record Groovin', a lot of the countries of the world have become open to us. And as a result, we're going to make a tour of them, but not just as the Rascals. We're going sort of as representatives of peace and of harmony and of love. It's going to be a twofold purpose, in other words. Plus, it should be pretty exciting.
All right, question number 3.
How do you compose your songs?
Basically, I do the music, and I put down a general theme, and lyrically also, just a general idea. And then Eddie will come in and finish that idea lyrically, explaining it to the people who are listening to the words.
Last question.
What about your recording sessions?
Our usual recording session takes many different modes and moods, depending on what we're recording. If we're recording something that is happy, we generally have people around us happy. But like, for example, when we recorded our latest record, How Can I Be Sure? At the time of the recording, the instrumental recording, there were some women in the studio who were friends of our managers and wives, and they all started to cry. For some reason, the song affected them in that way, musically.
Couldn't have been that they didn't like it. No, it's very interesting. Thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you very much for having me, and it's my pleasure.
Felix, you know I'm only teasing. It's a great sound, the sound of the Young Rascals.
How can I be sure in a world that's constantly changing? How can I be sure where I stand with you? Whenever I'm away from you, I wanna die. 'Cause you know I wanna stay with you. How do I know? Maybe you're trying to use me. Flying too high can confuse me. Touch me, but don't take me down. Whenever I'm away from you, my alibi is telling people I don't care for you.
And now, to help keep your breath fresh and your teeth clean, here is a message about Dentyne.
Boy. You know, sometimes I have to eat at odd times and odd places, so I can't always brush after eating as you're supposed to remove the trapped food particles. Now, when I can't brush, here's what I do. Chew handy, delicious Dentyne chewing gum. You should too, because Dentyne is especially made to help keep breath fresh, teeth clean. Now look, here's why chewing Dentyne is so important. After eating, food particles may become trapped between your teeth. Dentyne chewing gum is especially made to help clean away trapped food particles. Helps to keep your teeth clean and your breath fresh. So see your dentist regularly. And remember, when you can't brush after eating, chew handy, delicious Dentyne chewing gum. You'll love Dentyne's sparkling, delicious flavor. Dentyne is especially made to help keep breath fresh, teeth clean. Get Dentyne. I like Dentyne, and you will too.
Sunday, September 24th on ABC, a very special evening of a very special season. An evening for a holiday on ice. The entire family will enjoy Jonathan Winters, hosting the colorful pageantry and comedy. Immediately following Holiday on Ice, ABC will present a television first. The incredible story of Mutiny on the Bounty. Starring Marlon Brando and Trevor Howard.
You're going too lightly, Quinto. 2.
Sunday, September 24th. A very special evening of a very special season on ABC.
This portion of American Bandstand is brought to you by Miss Break Hairsprays, regular and now super hold for today's swinging hairstyles. By Clearasil, the serious blemish medicine, and by New Great Shakes Shake Mix. Makes a rich, thick shake. Once again, here's Dick.
Thank you, Charlie. I have here a list of 12 very pretty girls. You're going to help us, I trust, pick 6 of them as winners in the American Bandstand Bathing Beauties contest. First time around that you can never complain about the winners because you can pick them. On the back of a envelope or a postcard, pick 6 of these girls. Number 1 is Pamela Austin, 18, Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is number 2, Bonnie Brownie. She's 16 years of age, Norfolk, Virginia. Number 3 is Elizabeth Libby Bird of Dallas, Texas. This is number 4. This is Debbie Cagle. She's 17. She lives in Orlando, Florida. This is number 5. Fabulous amount of prizes in store for these gals. This is Debbie Franklin, 14, Bonita, Oklahoma. All you do is remember the number. You pick the 6 numbers you like. Christy Howells, 15, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. She's number 6. Number 7 is Mary Langford of Texarkana, Texas. This is number 8. She's 16 years old. That's Connie Mason of Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Number 9 is Deborah Miller. She's 18. She lives in Melbourne, Florida. Carol Ruzecki. She's number 10. She's 17 years of age. She lives in Chicago, Illinois. From Steger, Illinois, 15-year-old Terry Lynn Tattersall. She's number 11. Number 11. Number 12 is Ann Whitten of Arleta, California. Now remember, don't try to remember the names. Just pick 6 numbers and put them on the back of a sealed envelope or a postcard. Don't send a letter. American Bandstand Picture Contest Box 69840. That's 69840, Hollywood, California. Vote once, sign your name to it, and help the gals win a fabulous array of wonderful prizes. Charlie, you don't have business. I have the top 10, right? Let's have a look here with Peter, Paul, and Mary in the number 10 spot. You've heard from them already. Preceded by Donovan, Paul Revere, and the Raiders. The association holding number 7 spot with the Mamas and Papas, Eric Burden and the Animals, the Temptations, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Bobby V, and this is the #1 song.
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Got to get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. When she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah, a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. When she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah, a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a-going home. My baby just wrote me a letter. My baby just wrote me a letter.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Sandy, how come girls are wearing hats these days?
It's fun.
Doesn't a hat crush your hairdo?
Not if you use the right hairspray. See?
How about that?
I use Miss Breck hairspray because it never lets my hairdo down. Won't go flat even under a hat. And look, bouncy.
That's great. You can't beat Breck for beautiful hair. Get Miss Breck hairspray. Regular or super hold. For less than $1 most everywhere. Keep it under your hat.
It's like getting a brush in a bottle when you use Breck shampoo.
57, 58.
Breck brings out the shine in your hair, like brushing 100 strokes. It's the only leading shampoo without a synthetic detergent base.
82, 83.
Like getting a brush in a bottle with Breck. Normal, dry,
99,
oily.
100.
Get serious, Jenny. With a face blemished up like yours, you need camouflage. Your skin's a mess. Clearasil, meet your next customer, Miss Jenny Williams. Clearasil, Miss Williams, who, as of today, promises to watch what she eats, drink gobs of water, keep neat and clean, and use Clearasil every day.
We'll fight back with you, Jenny. We're so serious we want to lose you as a customer. Use Clearasil regularly, all over your face, extra on blemishes. Clearasil's serious medicine that works fast to help clear today's blemishes, and it drinks up oil that may cause tomorrow's problems.
Okay, Clearasil, we've got work to do. We've just begun to fight.
Now that Jenny's got serious help, she's on the right road, and we'll be delighted when we lose her as a customer. Clearasil's the serious blemish medicine that wants to lose you as a customer, too.
That's Clearasil, the daily medicine treatment, and that's what some modern teens have learned to do about blemishes. Take a look at a very nice machine provided by the Ross Electronics people of Chicago. They give us these to show. Whoops, what have I got here? Let the arm loose there. This is a beautiful little AM/FM portable transistor radio with earphones and batteries. It's a portable combination. It's durable. Oh, I didn't have it in its place here. There you go. Pops down. Push it down like that. You can carry it around to the beach or wherever. If you will, please rate the record somewhere between 35 and 98. Be very honest in your appraisal. If you like it, fine. If you don't, fine. But give us the reason why, all right? Let's see what they think of this one. Oh, I didn't get your names. I'm sorry. Mary?
Mary Pucci.
Thank you.
Michelle Pasman. Victor Cortez.
Okay, let's see what they think of Mr. Kirby by the New Yorkers.
He'll never ever get ahead, Mr. Kirby, so is
All right, Mary, if you will, write the ratings down as they come up. And this is Mr. Kirby by the New Yorkers. Michelle, how did you rate the record?
I gave it an 80 because I like it, but it doesn't have a continuous beat, so it's hard to dance to.
But you did like it. 80? All right, Victor?
I gave it an 85 because most songs you can't understand the words, but this one you can.
All right, that's a good comment. Our average?
82 and a half.
82 and a half. You're very soft-spoken today. All right, Mary, if you will, pop this one up there and let's see what the kids think of Baby You Lied by Kenneth MacLeod.
oh, well, you lied when you say love. Everything in my dream. And everything that I do, I got to give you happy. Love like you're gonna give me husky. Oh, well, I got to treat you right. But you went out on me every night. But you got your back when you come. Little girl, I'll do that forever. Everything that I do, I got to keep you happy. Love like you're gonna give me husky.
That is the end? That's the way it ends? Isn't that wild? That's Kenneth MacLeod, Baby You Lied. How did you rate the record?
I give it a 90 because I liked it.
A 90 because you liked it.
I gave it a 90 because it didn't go way off and make it all these weird sounds. It just kept kind of casual and everything.
All right, the highest rated record we have then is Kenneth MacLeod's 90, which was Baby You Lied. The Kirby record, Mr. Kirby by the New Yorkers, got an 82 and a half. Mary, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Michelle, Victor, bless you. Pick up your phonograph at the end of the thing. And we'll put the top on this particular half hour with guest time coming up, the Strawberry Alarm Clock and Steve Alamo right around the corner. You got to pay the price. That was done by Al Kent. Now, a word from General Foods.
Any place can be a soda fountain now with great shakes, new great shakes. Shake it up with milk and make a real thick shake. New great shakes, new great shakes.
Great Shakes Shake Mix isn't a plain milk flavoring. Great Shakes. Shake up a rich, thick shake. Great Shakes taste like a soda fountain shake. Thick and creamy. So thick, it stands up to a straw. In your favorite soda fountain flavors. Great Shakes.
It's so dreamy, so thick and creamy. Any place can be a soda fountain now with great shakes, new great shakes. So if you want your own soda fountain now, go to the store and get great shakes, great shakes, great shakes, great shakes.
We'll give you another look at the American Bandstand Bathing Beauties. I wish you'd vote. It's real important to the gals, and they'd appreciate your opinion. You pick the 6 winners, and stay tuned in the next half hour for Steve Alamo and the fabulous Strawberry Alarm Clock, and maybe your favorite disc jockey. Let's look at some of the people who come to visit American Bandstand 68 in color.
This portion of American Bandstand is brought to you by Heinz Vinegar, made from food, for food. And by Cert's 2 mints in 1 Candy Mint Breath Mint. And by Bic, the pen that writes first time, every time. And question time right now on American Bandstand.
How long have you and I lived in California?
Almost 4 years.
Yeah, fair enough. That starts me off. I got thinking the other day, as I travel around, Charlie and I and a few friends of ours came out here about 4 years ago and became California converts. But as I go around, I find practically everyone in the country who is young says, how's California? Is it as great as they say? I think I'd like to go there. Can you, Eddie, you can't see everybody. Are you on the furthest extent of where you can go? How many of you were born in California? Majority is 1, 2, 3, about 3 that weren't, huh? Let me ask you a question. You live here. Those of you who moved here have been here a while. What's the one thing about California that you don't like? I have your name and age first.
Alan Conley, 19. I guess the smog's about the only thing.
All right.
Ken Norda, 17. I guess it's the smog and the traffic.
Kathy McInerney, 16. The smog.
Thank you.
Andy Hyde, 16. I think so, too, the smog.
All right.
Christy Adams, it's all the traffic on the roads.
Thank you.
Keith Wilkinson, 18. Rush hour.
Right.
Dave Cortez, the new law for the getting your license.
Oh, right, yeah, I know. That's a bad scene. I'll tell you about that in a minute for those of you who don't know.
Celeste Pasno, 15. The fact that it's supposed to be sunny.
It is.
Nancy Hedrick, 15. It's a smog.
Rob Malinelli, 16. The smog.
The interesting thing about it is everybody's bugged with the smog. The smog comes from people moving here and bringing automobiles more than factories. So the more people that come here, the more smog we're going to get. And that's the biggest thing everybody doesn't like. This is not to say that that outweighs all the good points. The driving license thing, we'll talk about that in a second, in just a moment.
Wax vegetables, wax salad. Almost looks real, doesn't it? But looks can be deceiving. Take most distilled white vinegars. By looks, you probably cannot tell them from Heinz white vinegar. But by taste, you can tell Heinz from the rest, because Heinz white vinegar is made from real food. Natural grains like corn and barley. And we say so right on our label. Heinz white vinegar makes real salads taste better because it's made from food, for food.
When there's a little bit of a wait before the ketchup covers its target, the ketchup is Heinz, the slow ketchup. It's too thick, too rich to run. With Heinz, you get every drop of taste. Heinz, the S-L-O-W, slow ketchup.
Time to check the Hollywood hotline with a fellow who's on a fairly new station here, Rick Snyder of WTTO Radio in Toledo, Ohio. How are things in Toledo, Richard?
Fine, Dick. Things are really swell here. We can't complain a bit. Our radio station, as you know, is less than a year old, and the acceptance of this fine city has been absolutely tremendous. Everybody on the staff is very happy here, and I think the city of Toledo is very happy to have us.
I would think so. That sounds pretty good. Rick, do me a favor, if you will, please. Put yourself out on the limb and pick a song that looks like a hit.
Right, Dick. One of the records that seems to be taking off very, very big here is a new one by the Buckinghams called Hey Baby. They're playing our song.
Oh, it's beautiful. We'll use it in the Spotlight Dance, Rick. Give our best to everybody at WTTO, and we'll do it again real soon.
Thank you, Dick. It certainly has been my pleasure, and continued success next year.
Bless you, my man. Here it is. suspect who's here. May I have your name and your age?
Don Sanduscar, 16.
Didi Del Campos, 15.
Thank you.
Elaine Cohen, 15.
Thank you.
Ed McNay, 19.
Thank you.
Sammy 6, 19.
Thank you.
Jeannie Nichols, 18.
Thank you very much. Now, our special guests of the day will be along in a half a second. Old friend from Where the Action Is returns to the scene, Mr. Steve Alemo. He's been traveling all over the country with Mr. Revere and his friends, and a fabulous group. The Strawberry Alarm Clock will be aboard. Now, here's news of a wonderful new candy mint for your breath, new Certs.
If he kissed you once, will he kiss you again? Be certain with Certs. New Certs, the delicious tasting candy mint that makes your breath as sweet as your smile. Certs refreshes your taste, freshens your breath as no other candy mint can. Always carry Certs.
It's a delicious candy mint. The perfect breath mint, too.
Certs is two. Two mints in one. There's no other candy mint like it because Certs contains a sparkling drop of Retsin, the miracle breath purifier that stops bad breath. With Certs, if he kissed you once, he'll kiss you again. Be certain with Certs. Certs makes your breath as sweet as your smile. Certs in assorted delicious flavors.
Hey, get on board and jump on the Bic Back to School special. It saves you 38 cents. And it's just as easy as pie. You buy one Bic and you get 2 more free. 3 Bic pens for the price of 1. Now, you buy this Bic Extra Fine Point for 49 cents and get 2 19-cent medium point Bic pens free. All 3 for the price of 1. You save 38 cents. And every Bic pen is guaranteed to write the first time and every time. Now, you've seen this ice skating torture test in this authentic demonstration. A Bic pen is strapped to a skate, slammed and jammed into the ice, and then it's put right into the fire. Now, despite this rough treatment, that's a lot more than you'd give your own pen. Bic writes the first time and every time. So I tell you what you do. You jump on the big Back to School special by Bic and get 2 Bic pens free. Get yours now. This school special is limited.
And remember, those back-to-school pens don't keep coming forever, so get your card today. This portion of American Bandstand is brought to you by Gillette Right Guard, the perfect personal family deodorant, by Stridex medicated pads, and by Dr. Pepper. Join the proud crowd. Relax, refresh, enjoy the Dr. Pepper difference. Once again, guest time on American Bandstand, and here's Dick.
Thank you, Charlie. Oh, do you have any idea what those outfits are that those fellas have on over there? What would you guess is the name of what they have on? Do you have any idea?
No.
What do they appear to be?
Chinese pajamas or something like that.
Chinese pajamas?
I think they're tough. Wow, look at their beads and stuff.
Yeah, wow. Well, in a second, you'll see what we're talking about. We'll find out. I got to tell you the truth, I don't have the vaguest idea what they're called. Would you like an outfit like that?
Yeah.
Lounging around the house? What have you? This is a fabulous group, very talented men. You're going to hear much from them in the years to come, and especially this year. This particular record took about 5 months to take off all over the country. It's been tremendous here on the West Coast for quite a while. Ladies and gentlemen, the Strawberry Alarm Clock.
Mankind, dead kings, many things I can define. Old cages, bars, frightens, flutter your mind. In the sense of compliments, the color of time. Who cares what games we choose? Little to win, but nothing to lose. In the sense of compliments, meaningless nouns. Turn on, tune in, turn your eyes around. Look at your stars, look at your stars. Cockeyed world in two, throwing you by the one side, the least you can do. Beatniks and politics, nothing is new. A yardstick for lunatics, one point of view. Who
Nicely done, gentlemen. Can you climb down from back without breaking a leg? Let me jump over the middle and I can pass the microphone back and forth. What are these things called?
Curtis.
Spell it. Sir, anybody know?
Yeah. K-U-R-T-A-S.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to embarrass you. Where's it come from?
India.
Were these made in India?
They were made at Satpurush on Westwood Boulevard in Westwood.
Are these people Indians?
No, they're not Indians. It's an exclusive shop. George Harrison and Ravi Shankar and people like that have the same thing made there.
Are they comfortable? I mean, easy to wear?
Yeah. Sure are. Light.
Not hot?
No.
All right. See, I got an army of guys here. I'm never going to get a chance to talk to all of you. But there was one thing we were talking about in the dressing room. You work so hard. You spend a lot of time. Go out in the audience there and you ask anybody there, what would you like most in the world? You'll get no two answers the same probably. One will say, I want $1 million. I want to sleep all day tomorrow. No school, whatever. If you had no restrictions, you had anything in the world, money, time, everything is at your disposal, what do you want the worst in the world?
The worst?
Or the most, you know. I mean, what's, you know, I'm not putting it very well.
I don't know. I'd like to fly around the world about 30 times.
All right, fair enough.
3,000.
Sir?
At about 3,000 miles an hour.
You get to see much.
I want to go on a 50-state tour and then go home and sleep.
All right.
I think I'd like to own my own island and just my own place, like, you know, where I could live.
A man after my own heart. How about you?
Be accepted personally and musically by everybody in every age.
All right. That's a good thought.
Just to be happy.
Just to be happy. And you, last but not least?
Just like to get everybody together and spend about 3 weeks in a recording studio.
It's every musician's dream. Gentlemen, join me, if you will, in greeting a friend of mine who's quite an accomplished fellow, well-rounded cat. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Alemo.
Come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans. They got the honeysuckle blooming on the honeysuckle vine. In love, doing that all the time. Ever so the village of Mississippi breeze. Down the Mississippi, down to New Orleans. Come on, everybody, take a stroll with me. Listen to the music with the Dixieland beat. The magnolia blossom fill the air. You ain't been to heaven if you ain't been there. They got the pretty smoke hanging from the willow tree. Down to New Orleans, said, hey, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Gotta get home down to Basement Street. Gotta put soul in the Dixieland. Come on, everybody, take a trip with me. Down to Mississippi, down to New Orleans. They got the honeysuckle blooming on the honeysuckle vine. In love, blooming there all the time. Ever so the village of Mississippi Queen, I put it back down to New Orleans. Said, hey, 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 yeah. Gotta go home, swim down the Mississippi, where the girls are so pretty. Gotta get home down to Basement Street. Gotta put the soul in the Dixieland beat. Got to go home. Gotta get home. Got to get home. Gotta get back down to New Orleans.
Oh, come join me. Go down, sit back here for a second. How many days were you out with Paul Revere?
This last tour was 27 days.
Oh, Joey. So you went to Expo, didn't you?
Yeah, we went through, this tour happened to go through Canada. We went through Michigan and up through Canada. And we went to Montreal and went to the Expo.
Was this the place where they had the funky hotels and everything? Well, I know it was you or somebody was something. They got strange, some places have strange accommodations. You hit any of them?
Yeah, we stayed at a real metropolis motel. It's motels they throw up when these expos go into business. And this particular place had 500 units. And it looks like they made it in a week. There's no shower. There's one little bed with a cement floor. And it cost an arm and a leg to stay there.
It sounded like the bed had a cement floor, but...
The funny thing is we rented these rooms, and we ended up staying in the bus, because the buses, you know, have beds in it and rugs and television and telephone. So we rented these rooms, and we ended up all sleeping in the bus.
That's wild. Well, you're back home now. Hollywood, you're home now.
Hollywood is my home.
They're hurrying me, as always. When does, what was the name of the film? Wild Rebels?
Wild Rebels. That'll, it's out in a lot of areas in the United States now. And Los Angeles, I think it comes the 20th.
What's the name of the guy you play?
Rod Tillman.
This is one of those wild motorcycle jobs. And
I'm a race car driver, though. I don't ride it.
You're one of the nicer cats in the film, I mean, as character-wise.
Well, I'm kind of a good guy with a chip on his shoulder. And
take it off and do a song, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Steve Alamo. Mr. Ray, thank you ever so much. Now, White Rain Hairspray holds in the rain. It is the holdingest.
Rain, humidity, moisture. They're the troublemakers that can take a hairstyle down. But here's how to hold a hairstyle up. White Rain Hairspray. Why, it holds even in the rain. As if there were little umbrellas in the spray. It's that moisture-proof. White Rain holds and holds and holds. White Rain Hairspray holds even in the rain.
Hello? Oh, hi.
If you have a room, or a phone, or a life of your own, shouldn't you have a right guard of your own? This one. New compact size. Slim, trim, utterly feminine. Nothing touches you but the spray itself. Now that you're on your own, shouldn't you have a right guard of your own?
Keep your face clean. If you get rid of the dirt, kill off the germs, and dry up the oil, you stand a good chance of controlling acne pimples. Soap and water alone
even this much soap and water can't get your face as clean as Stridex medicated pads. The proof is on the pad.
Stridex deep cleans the dirt that soap can't reach. This is probably one of the few times that you can never complain about the results of a beauty contest because you'll pick the winner. Here are 12 girls. Pick 6. Number 1 is Pamela Austin, 18, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Number 2 is Bonnie Brownie, 16, Norfolk, Virginia. Number 3 is Elizabeth Libby Bird, Dallas, Texas. Number 4 is Debbie Cagle, 17, Orlando, Florida. Number 5, Debbie Franklin, 14, Veneta, Oklahoma. Number 6, Christy Howells, 15, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Number 7, Mary Langford, Texarkana, Texas. Number 8, Connie Mason, 16, Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Number 9, Deborah Miller, 18, Melbourne, Florida. Number 10, Carol Ruzecki, 17, Chicago, Illinois. Number 11, Terry Lynn Tattersall, 15, Steger, Illinois. Number 12, Ann Whitten, Arleta, California. Put 6 numbers of the girls you like the best on the back of an envelope or a postcard and send it along to American Bandstand Picture Contest, Box 69840, Hollywood, California. Vote today. There's a lot of loot in store for the gals, and they would appreciate your vote. Here's Petula Clark.
There's a cat in the window, and he's watching all the birds go passing by. He'd love to fly out of the window, go where the wind goes, and so would I. That cat in the window who keeps wishing for some wings to take a ride. I'd love to glide to a rainbow off where the clouds go dancing by. And if I could fly, you wouldn't find me hanging around, watching the birds go by. Yes, the cat in the window has a tear in his eye. Should leave today. Away. Should I stay? Like the cat in the window who keeps watching the birds go by from my window. If I could fly though, you won't find me. Don't even try to.
Here's a happy hint on how to take it easy with the fun-filled flavor and lighthearted lift of Dr. Pepper.
Hi, I'm Dick Clark, and this is the proud crowd enjoying a party that's very special fun with Dr. Pepper, the soft drink with a very special difference. The one that makes other soft drinks seem like, well, other soft drinks. What's that famous Dr. Pepper difference? Partly its taste, because Dr. Pepper is not a cola, not a root beer, but a delicious blend of deep fruit flavors. Another part of the Dr. Pepper difference is the light-hearted lift it brings to any occasion. So when the action slows down, remember to relax, refresh, and enjoy the Dr. Pepper difference. Join the proud crowd in a cold one now as Donna Lauren sings.
Relax, refresh, enjoy it now.
The Dr. Pepper difference.
It's Dr. Pepper time.
Time is short as always, but we'll have some more excitement, some surprises in store for you next week here on American Bandstand. Don't forget to send along your ballot in the American Bandstand Bathing Beauty Contest. You'll see the gals again next week. Charlie, who's with us? Who are our guests next week? The Watts 103rd Street Band, Bill Cosby will be calling in, and the Grassroots will be here. We'll see you next week. For now, Dick Clark. So long.
American Bandstand is a Dick Clark production.